Boys and girls, this is the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and you're listening to Going In Raw, baby.
What's up? This is the most must-see WWE superstar of all time and his lovely, gorgeous wife, Marie. And you are going in Smackdown Live.
Hey, this is Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke watching Going In the Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Lars.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steven Larson, and available wherever fine podcasts can be found. Be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell on YouTube, and leave us a rating, review, or a comment on the podcast app. Doesn't matter which one.
You got a question here from Mike A. Is this a new permanent start time? Yes.
Yes.
I already think it's a bad idea.
Oh, no.
Not
Larson.
a morning person.
What are we doing?
Person.
Listen, man, we've been doing this every Friday at 9 a.m. for the gaming stuff.
Yeah, that's been the easiest thing either.
So, you know, you'll
I don't really wake up till like 10:30.
Hey, look, man. The 2019 might be the last year going in Raw. Then you're going to have to get yourself a real job.
That's fine. I feel like most jobs I could sleepwalk through anyways.
Making that $40,000 a year state job over here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there you go, yeah.
Man, it's so hard to get fired from the state.
Oh, I know. That's what I've heard. Once you're in, you're in. We
should try to be a couple of middle managers, man. I think it'd be great. Yeah, so we've got a new start time for the live streams, which should mean that if you're watching this on VOD, hey, maybe you're getting a little bit earlier. That's sort of the point.
Yeah, it could be.
We live in a business.
There's benefits to going up earlier. One of them is not exactly my energy level.
I know, man. My mother-in-law, she gave me her Keurig, and so I'm going to bring the Keurig up in here.
Yeah, we're going to do that because tomorrow, I don't remember what time it starts, we're going to be doing a reaction live stream for Wrestle Kingdom 13.
Oh, man, that's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. So we're going to work from 9 to whenever tomorrow.
Yeah.
Take a break till 11, I think it starts here on the West Coast. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to be up all night.
Yeah. Hey, Dominion was okay, though.
Yeah, Dominion was fine.
It's just,
but I think that was later, so I got to take a little nap beforehand.
We're coming, was it? No, that was the same time.
No,
dude.
I think it started at 1. Yeah,
maybe.
So I remember I took a little bit of a nap, took like a 2-hour nap before it started. If it starts at 11, I'm not going to have that opportunity this time.
Yeah, I'll tell you, man.
Well, just bring the Keurig because coffee is going to be my savior.
All right. So anyways, first Raw and Smackdowns of the new year went down. The McMahon shakeup continues a bit more. He hit the panic button, so we're getting a bunch more Cena. Did you watch the post Smackdown interview with Cena where they asked him, Mike Rome asked him, how are you going to be here? Are you gonna be here more now? What's 2019 gonna bring for John Cena?
Cena laugh at him?
We need you. And he said, no, he doesn't laugh. He says, like sometimes his mechanical face like mimics the human emotion of laughter. Right.
A little guffaw.
He said, no, I need to be better at managing my time. I didn't do that to the best of my ability in 2018. And in 2019, this is definitely my family, and I'm going to be here, but I've got some opportunities.
Manage his time? I mean, he just said he was in China for 6 months shooting a movie.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Unless he can manage space and time.
Well, I think that's what he's looking for.
No,
that's what he's looking for. So Cena came back. The McMahon shakeup continues.
And kind of name only. To be honest, by and large, it's the same stuff.
Yeah, you think so?
There's just a couple more people showing up on TV a little more often. And it seems like they're doing this thing now where they're taking their top faces in the men's division on each show and trying to make it more like Becky Lynch. Mm-hmm. You have on SmackDown, Vince, I want to see the real AJ. There's an animal inside you. Just a more aggressive AJ.
Yeah.
And then on Raw this week, we saw Triple H getting Seth's face and said, Seth, you need to be the guy who turned on the Shield.
Yeah. See, I was okay. The Seth Triple H thing I was okay with simply because, the details of it were a bit silly. Although, I don't know, even that stuff I kind of like because, number one, I really like the Shane Triple H thing that they're kind of toying around with.
Yeah.
I like that they've got their little character quirks. I don't know. I like that kind of thing. The bit with Seth, look, I'm just happy that he's out of this thing with Dean. It's obvious that they're repositioning Seth as top face guy on Raw.
And we saw that coming anyways.
Because they seem to get away from that way too often.
Yeah, they're easily distracted.
They are.
It's just, I don't know. It feels like it's a carbon copy of what they're doing. They're doing the same thing on each show with their top face there. They really are.
What would Alvarez say?
It sucks. I'm not saying it sucks. It's just plainly obvious that in my mind, they see the success that Becky has had since her tweener turn, and they're trying to do the same with Seth and AJ.
Yeah.
It just feels like that.
And here's the thing with Seth and AJ. I feel like you're right. The thing about Seth and AJ is that they're so good when they're just like sort of themselves.
Yeah, I know.
Especially in the case of AJ Styles.
Yes, I know.
I kind of liked when, okay, so for example, with his feud with Samoa Joe, AJ was Family Guy who had to deal with a crazy guy who was like targeting his family, basically.
Yeah.
And I like that he's sort of normal guy.
I know.
Who's like one of the best wrestlers on the planet, as opposed to, I don't know what they're trying to do with him here, where he's Pitbull AJ Styles.
Well, I mean,
he doesn't look comfortable doing that.
No, he doesn't. I mean, they've had this narrative string going out throughout AJ's story this year that at times he loses control of his emotions, and I understand that. And if they wanted to kind of do the Bruce Banner Hulk thing, okay.
Yeah.
At least the groundwork is laid, but yeah, he doesn't seem comfortable doing it.
Yeah.
It's like that promo last night where he comes in and, has his chest all puffed out. And It's like, well, I'm not going to apologize for anything I did.
Yeah, no, it was awkward, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's part of the thing is that he's getting out of his comfortability zone.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. 11 p.m. Sorry, confirmed start time for Wrestle Kingdom for us on the West Coast.
Yeah, because that's going to be when they do the gauntlet thing.
Yeah.
And
the main card starts at midnight.
So I don't know. Like, I totally get your points about them just basically Becky lynching everybody. I totally get that, and you're right. But here's my thing. Here's the thing that's just plainly obvious is that especially on Raw, like SmackDown's fine. SmackDown's great. Although the only problem with SmackDown really is we're so used to it being the B show that I'm still just sort of a wait and see on, are they actually going to start treating this right? Or are we going to have to wait till October when it hits Fox? I mean, Cena's there, which is good.
Yeah.
But who knows how long that's going to last.
Not very.
Probably. And then, of course, Becky Lynch is like the A story. But even her, like the little silly segment with her and Triple H and Charlotte, I hate the stage stuff. That's balls.
And like what Triple H said, oh, yeah, we'll take it under advisement.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Why don't you just have a fight for it?
Exactly.
Just
Where's the competition?
Yeah.
Have a four-way at a...
We're going to committee
fatal
this.
four-way at a...
We're going to committee
Rumble.
this.
I know.
We'll get it at a teleconference.
We're going to write some what are they called? Where you write like a...
Action item.
Something like that.
It's an action item's the best one. That's the best office term there. We're going to have to get used to that. Action item. Larson, do you have your action item? It's 9 o'clock. It's too early for that.
Yeah, it's way too early for that. I haven't even submitted an initial draft.
Exactly. Let's see here. Oh, problems with the stream. Hold on. Stop.
Dear.
And then start. There we go.
Oh, before we continue though, let's Jeffrey Nguyen here says in chat, Happy New Year, friendos. Happy New Year, everybody. Hope everybody had a good,
hope
fun,
everybody's with us.
Safe New Year's.
Man,
I didn't do anything.
Be careful out there in the world, man.
That's not true. We had people over for brunch yesterday. That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Anyways, let's start with Raw.
Yeah. Okay, so I was going to say this about Raw real quick. Is they are in such a creative hole. That's why, like, Apollo Crews, number one, that cheering for Apollo Crews that was piped in, that was horrible.
No, I didn't really notice.
Oh, man, so this time I paid attention.
Okay.
Because I was like, man, that crowd is abnormally hot for Apollo Crews. And even during his promo, like when he would say something, they'd punctuate it with cheers. You'd look out at the audience, nothing.
Yeah, no, they got to stop doing that.
Nothing.
They got to stop doing that.
But the thing about Apollo Crews that I think I'm genuinely excited about is that he's a blank slate. He's like a clean slate.
Mm-hmm.
They've never done anything with his character.
No.
And so I'm like, okay, cool. There's potential there because they could do something with him. Everybody else is in a hole, creatively speaking. And that's going to be the problem is that this process, if there's going to be a shakeup, creatively speaking, it's going to take months for us to remember.
Shakeup's just more McMahon's on TV. That's the only shakeup. Speaking of someone in a creative hole, Dolph Ziggler took on Drew McIntyre in a cage match. This is pretty fun because Drew's the best. A lot of kicking out of kind of finishers because Drew kicked out of a super kick, which is usually Dolph's finisher.
Yeah.
And he kicked out of a zigzag.
Yeah.
But in the end, Dolph setting up for another super kick. Drew responds with the Claymore basically out of nowhere. Doesn't pin him. Wait till he gets back up. Hits another Claymore, then gets the win. And then he goes after Dolph after the bell. Walks away from the ring. And then he sees that Dolph is getting back up. Gets back in the ring. Puts a chair in front of his head. Hits a drop kick. Drew grabs the mic. Says, Raw is my show. Now I'm going to make WWE my company. I'm going to win the Rumble, be Universal Champion. And then he turns.
I'm top dog on Raw.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to go to the Royal Rumble match win the match and be top dog
in WWE.
In WWE.
He starts to walk up the ramp. This is actually a nice shot where he walks up the ramp and they go up to the Titantron. And you see Dolph pull himself up, sitting in a chair. And Drew, unhappy about this, goes back to the ring and hits with another Claymore.
Yeah, no, I like that.
He beat the heck out of it.
I like that they put together a steel cage for a 20-minute match. They opened
the show.
This,
I know.
I was actually, look, man, I'll call it like it is. I was impressed. They got through that. The whole Seth Rollins promo thing, which should have taken 45 minutes itself. Some superstars, New Year's resolutions, and the Fresh Start, which sounds like a food company.
I think it is.
You're talking about HelloFresh.
No, I thought there was a salad place called Fresh Start or something.
Well, do they offer battle royals?
No, it wasn't Fresh Start. What was it called? It was something fresh, though.
Yeah, it's probably a couple places called Fresh.
No, there's more than one word. It wasn't just fresh. Fresh.
With fresh in it. They had a Fresh Start battle royal. All within the first...
Fresh Choice, that's what it was.
Fresh Choice. All within the first hour.
Yeah, it was a packed first hour.
That was a packed first hour.
Because next we saw backstage. Backstage, you saw Luma pull into the arena, and out of it emerged Shane and Triple H. Triple H just trying to be all businesslike, and Shane just doing that.
Shane was doing the dance. He was
dance,
he started dancing circles around him, and Triple H
rolls his eyes.
That was cute.
No, it was good.
That was really cute.
I wonder if that's a real dynamic. Next, some superstar New Year's resolutions.
Probably not. It's all resentment.
First, Finn Balor says, I was first Universal Champion. I'll get there again. Ember Moon said...
he said his resolution is, I want to not be involved in things called Fresh Start Battle Royals.
I know.
That's what I want to do.
Ember Moon, Rumble win and championship.
The Ascension a good little bit.
Yeah, what did they say at the beginning? I missed that.
I forget, and then Connor checked Victor and was like, come on, Victor, no, man.
He'll be the Raw Tag Team Champion.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, yeah, that too. And then Lucha House Party. And then we got the Seth Rollins promo. He comes out, says he wants to invoke his automatic rematch clause. Triple H comes out and says, hold on there. There's no more automatic anything around here. No automatic rematch for you. Mm-hmm. And he gets to his face and he says, I want the old Seth.
Yeah.
And Seth says, you want the soulless bastard, I think, right?
You just wanted, you used to be the Seth that would take what he wants.
Yeah.
I believed in you because you believed in you. And Seth's like, geez, man.
You made me believe in you.
You made me.
Yeah, and even when I doubted you, we had a match.
We took all the way to WrestleMania.
And apparently he believes him again.
Yeah, you want me? Okay, I'll do it. And if your family gets in my way.
Seth turns into Vince there, apparently. He says, if your family gets in my way, I'll burn you down.
I'll take them down, too.
Yeah, it was all about burning people.
Yeah.
So he's talking about
Triple H
immolation.
says, you get a match against Bob Lashley tonight. And then Shane walks down the ring and says, we're going to have a battle royal, a fresh start battle royal.
No, man, Fresh Choice.
Fresh Choice battle royal. I think all those closed, though. They had the huge salad bar. You can get your soup and your...
You got to be careful with that, man, because one hit of, what is it, E. coli?
Yeah.
Or salmonella hits?
Yeah.
Ooh,
just stay away from the romaine, because the romaine, it actually absorbs all that bacteria.
It's like you end up with a spinach bar, man. I mean, I like spinach salads, but the general public, they like that crap romaine. Nobody likes that stuff.
Well, actually, it's iceberg. I think it's the most
iceberg.
popular,
That's the one.
Which is just green water. There's nothing to it. Romaine has a little more nutrition to it, but that's the stuff that is like a sponge for bacteria. So you don't need romaine. You got to get the mixed greens.
Yeah, man.
Anyway,
baby spinach.
Yes, Shane to the ring. He makes his Fresh Choice Battle Royal to a new number one contender for the Intercontinental title. And that happens right now.
Yeah, man. So we had Apollo Crews, who was going on an elimination spree, man. He eliminated like 8. Yeah, 8 people.
So
Holy
first
moly.
He eliminates No Way Jose, and then Victor. And then Lucha House Party eliminates Titus.
No Way Jose is like a black spandex suit and green hair dye away from being Mecha Santa.
Yeah.
I got the little Mecha Santa figure here.
Yeah.
Look at that.
He's got like a headband on now.
Now he's got a headband.
And his beard is thicker.
So you just see like you see his nose and this, and the rest is just thicket.
Yeah.
It's just a black thicket of hair.
Finn eliminated Lucha House Party. That was pretty funny. And then Apollo Crews eliminates B Team, and then he eliminates Victor, and then he eliminates Mojo Rawley, and then he eliminates Tyler Breeze. I think he eliminated at least 3 people via military press slam over the ropes.
Yeah, that was fun. I liked he super kicked Connor, and like the super kick missed by a mile, and Connor just jumped cartoonishly out of the ring.
You slap the thigh when you do it. It's convincing.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it still looked great. Don't get me wrong. And if the person jumps out of the ring, oh, you look like $1 million. It's great.
Yeah. But then Baron Corbin eliminated Finn Balor and Zack Ryder. And the final 3 were Baron, Kurt Hawkins.
Kurt Hawkins got it. They didn't have to pipe in anything. People really want
that
dude. 2019, are we going to see Kurt Hawkins pick up his very first win against Baron Corbin.
That'd be great.
Because it would continue the thread
for Baron Corbin.
of public humiliation for Baron Corbin. I think it'd be great.
I think it would be great for Kurt Hawkins. Probably not so good for Baron Corbin. And then, so Baron eliminated Kurt Hawkins, and then Apollo eliminated Baron Corbin. Apollo Crews won, and then he had an interview. He did a good job, but they still need to really find a character for him. We've been saying this for 3 years.
Yeah, no, they totally do.
And once they do, I think the sky's the limit for him.
And here's the
because he's fantastic.
His promo afterwards was like just straight up like sort of generic babyface promo. They need to give him something. Whether it's, I mean, hey, look, at this point, they can Becky him up all they want. You know, make him aggressive, make him a little mean. Just do something.
Give him a little attitude.
He's a fresh slate. He's a fresh choice. Give him the fresh choice.
Yeah. Next, we had a Natalya interview that was quickly interrupted by Nia Jax and then brought to a halt by an attack from Tamina from behind because they had a match later on, Nia Jax and Tamina against Natalya and Ronda Rousey.
Boo, yeah.
Well, who are you booing?
The bad guys.
Oh, okay.
Tamina, I guess.
Back in the ring, Baron Corbin hadn't left yet. He dropped a promo saying how unfair it was that he lost.
And then Elias
that he put on a great show for all these people, and all they do is boo him, and then Elias shows up. Talks trash.
Oh no, Michael Santa Phil.
His usual things he used to say about talking trash about towns. He now just says the other person says that.
Yeah.
The heel in the scenario says that and gets the heat on them rather than himself. And then he sang a song that was pretty decent. Baron Corbin ran up and attacked him. They brawled. Next, we got more New Year's resolutions. First, Authors of Pain. They want another chance at those Raw Tag Team titles. They got to ditch Drake Maverick before that happened.
This would have been a great opportunity for Authors of Pain to say our New Year's resolution is to not be led astray by this little guy who
urinates himself.
So, and then they just like.
I can't wait to talk about Shelton Benjamin's promo, his New Year resolution. Gosh, that was fantastic.
That was really good.
That was so good.
Yeah, it was good.
Next, Riot Squad. And then Zack Ryder, I'm sure it said he wants to be on Raw. That was it.
Yeah, he said, I want more matches on Raw.
Yeah, and then No Way Jose.
Yeah, and then he brought in a bunch of revelers. He brought in his party people.
Yeah.
He's I'm a party man.
Then we had a tag match. Ember Moon, Sasha, and Bayley taking on the Riot Squad.
Boy, the commentary between... Are they like... Were they hazing Renee Young last night? Were they like doing some sort of like hazing thing where they would just like... Because they were all just being like super rude to her.
I know.
And it's like... I don't know. I get there's got to be maybe there's like a little bit of trial by fire here. I don't know. Maybe there's a little bit of, we're gonna throw you in the deep end and like.
But I feel like
make you get on your toes.
They're putting her in a situation where she can't do her job to the fullest.
Yeah, I mean,
because I feel like she's constantly on the defensive.
Yeah, she is. But then sometimes she says some stuff that's I'm not gonna say nearly Otunga level. But sometimes she'll like it's all a matter of I think it's this, dude.
I think that's what I mean is she's got to contend with Corey and Michael Cole, bothering her the whole time about what her husband's doing, that she can't just focus on doing her job.
Well, it's even
primary
it's
focus
way
of her job.
beyond that.
I know.
It's way beyond that. Like that's why I bring it up during this match. At one point she was talking about Ember Moon doesn't have New Year's resolutions because she feels like she's always on her game. And she was trying to illustrate that point. She wasn't doing a great job of it. And Michael Cole and Corey Graves just sort of pounced on her. She didn't really have much of a comeback. I sort of understand like the idea of, hey, we're gonna make life kind of tough for you out there, so you develop a thick skin, and B, you're comfortable enough to come back at that. It's just in the meantime, it makes for some awkward watching.
It really does.
Because it's really not that great.
No. Bayley picked up the win, pinning Sarah Logan after a top rope elbow, was preceded by a backstabber from Sasha. Next, we had Seth Rollins versus Bobby Lashley. Had a brief little Leo Rush promo beforehand. He was less. Seemed like Vince wasn't in his ear this time because he was more aggressive about things.
This is a sort of a subtle change of direction here. Not subtle. The dude was showing everybody his butt, and now he's not.
You're not going to get to see his butt until after he wins.
Yeah. There was a bit more aggression there,
which is good.
Yeah, which is good.
Leo kept on getting involved in this match, distracting Seth. Because at one point Seth goes for a stomp, Leo distracts him. Seth turns around and eats a nasty spine buster. That looked more like a choke slam. Kicks out at 2. Again, Seth goes to the top rope. Leo hops on the apron. Seth gives chase, so there's cat and mouse between them all over around the ringside area, which is great.
Yeah.
Eventually, Leo eats a clothesline from Seth. Bob goes down there, intervenes, starts beating up on Seth. Seth eventually gets a steel chair, hits Bobby Lashley with it. Bobby Lashley wins via DQ, but back in the ring, Seth just takes the chair to Bobby Lashley, starts destroying the chair over him, and then Leo gets in, he gets the chair, and he was going back and forth between the two of them, just destroying the chair on everybody. And then Leo Rush ate a stomp.
Yeah, not just any stomp, though.
Man, he lands square in the top of his head.
I've never seen anybody sell it like that, and that's such a credit to Leo Rush because, like, yeah, I can do what everybody else is doing, but why do that when I can literally like jump up in the air
and land on the top of my head
and then spike myself along with Seth's shoe? Man, that was cool. That looked really, really neat.
It looked neat, but I don't want him to hurt himself.
Oh man, that dude weighs like what, $110, 95 pounds, something like that.
He probably weighs 160.
He's like a cat. He can just like fall off a freaking building and be fine. Like a really tall building.
I don't think that's the case.
I don't think he should do that.
No, I don't think he should do that either.
I'm just saying, that dude, he was in CZW. I think he's fine.
Next, we had Jinder Mahal and the Singh brothers take on Slater and Rhino in a handicap match. It's the first time we've seen the Singh brothers wrestle in a long time. And they actually had ring gear
since like NXT.
Instead of wrestling in suits.
I know.
Or dress shirts and slacks.
Yeah.
Ring gear looked great. They picked up the win. Jinder hit a Coloss on Rhino. Got the pin.
Take a guess. Just a wild guess. Was this match on the Hulu version
No,
of Raw?
Absolutely not.
No. I had to watch Hulu this morning because my PS View cut out during the main event on SmackDown. So I watched that. But I watched a little bit of the Raw also. I forget why. But yeah, this totally wasn't on there. This is a main event match. It shouldn't be on. This should not be on Raw. See, this is the kind of thing where you get rid of this and you put in something really cool. You put in something way cooler than this.
You do something else with Drew McIntyre.
Because nobody cares about Slater and Rhino. Nobody cares about Jinder Mahal and the Singh. Look, I like Jinder Mahal.
Yeah.
I think he's fantastic.
Oh, he's great.
This is a whole lot of nothing right here.
It is a whole lot of
nothing. So you take this match out and you put in something that's cool, right?
Well, I mean, by that measure, you can take out the next segment, too, this Dean Ambrose promo.
Yeah, but the WWE likes Dean Ambrose. That's not realistic. I'm trying to be realistic.
Like, is he ever going to come across as in any way serious?
Or threatening?
Yeah.
Dude, they're just doing the same.
It's the same thing.
That's the Dean they want, man.
Instead of pandering to the crowd, he just talks trash. That's the only difference.
I know.
That is the only difference.
I know.
There's no actual difference in his character.
They like that Dean Ambrose.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, man. And that jacket's so wonky.
It is.
It's so, like, big.
I know. It doesn't seem comfortable.
Like, what is with that? Like, the Forgotten Sons, they got those giant vests, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, tight is in these days. Like,
kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Tighter.
Like skinny, like a
to a degree, yeah.
Athletic
I
fit.
don't think it's to the same point it was a couple years back, where everybody's jeans look like they're basically
spandex
sewed around their legs.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
they're so tight. There's a slightly looser fit, I think, is coming back, but yeah,
dude, just
huge bulky coats.
This just looks weird.
Is it to make him look larger and thus more imposing?
It doesn't work.
No, because
here's the thing.
He's still
like that could work on somebody who is like bulky on the top.
Yeah,
like a big jacket like that can like make you
like
look big.
Braun.
Yeah, like Braun, exactly. But Dean, look, he just looks like he's swimming in that thing.
I know.
He's gone back. Remember, he came back jacked, and then like that is. I'm not gonna say it's gone.
It's not gone, but
it's going away.
Or we've just gotten used to it.
It's road to regular Dean again.
Maybe.
Because that schedule, man, there's no way he's not going to be able to maintain that.
I mean, because he said he was doing a bunch of powerlifting, which you can do on the road, because that's like Seth is a huge CrossFit guy.
Sure,
There's a lot of powerlifting involved in that, so it can be done.
I just think it's not in Dean's genetics to be naturally that big.
Could be. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, this promo was just more of the same from this whole heel Dean, as currently put together, just isn't working.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing menacing or threatening about him.
No.
Nothing.
No, not at all.
He just talks trash, and that's supposed to make him a heel.
Yeah.
I want heel tactics, heel actions, not just a little trash talk.
Mm-hmm.
So I can make him threatening or believable. Because then his match versus Apollo Crews, when Apollo was making his comeback, people didn't really care.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And Apollo had the upper hand on most of the match. But people, unless you really dislike the heel, then you're just rooting for the face to win just if you like him.
Yeah.
Not necessarily just to see the heel lose, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And like I like Apollo Crews, so I'd be into it. But people really haven't been given a whole lot of reason to root for Apollo Crews. So you have a crowd who's like, okay, well this match is happening.
I'll give them the benefit of that last night is that they had Apollo Crews put in a dominating performance, an impressive performance, and it illustrated his strengths.
Yes.
Big time.
From a character perspective, though, you're not given any reason to care about the match.
No, I still think Apollo Crews. I said this about another guy who I feel has like all the talent in the ring, but like they never like his character. They've done some stuff with his character, but it's just sort of falls flat. And that's Cedric Alexander. And it's like if they were to do, I'm telling you, man, you look at a dude like, and these are Cedric and Apollo Crews, two dudes who have all the confidence in the world, right? Give them just a bit of cockiness. Not like you don't have to do the Becky Lynch thing. But what do I always go back to? RVD.
Yeah.
That guy steps in the ring, and he starts jawing with the fans. Man, he was so over.
Yeah, heck yeah, man. Sets foot in WWE is the most popular guy in the company, basically.
No,
it's pretty crazy.
Man, that was great. But I think that Apollo Crews and Cedric Alexander can, if they added that little touch of like, it's like almost like a reckless attitude.
Yeah.
Not necessarily what they do in the ring, but like, hey, man, I know I'm the cock of the walk.
Yeah, exactly.
And they were doing that. Remember that second, that one
moment?
Yeah, with
Apollo. It happened in one backstage segment in
NXT where him and Tyler Breeze sort of bump shoulders a little bit, and Apollo sort of looks him up and down, and Tyler Breeze is like, we have a match later. And Apollo's like, yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Oh, it was great. One little moment. And then 2 weeks later, he's called up with nothing to work with?
I know.
Get out of here with that.
I know. Next, we had some more New Year's resolutions. First from Chad Gable and Bob Roode. They want to keep those Raw Tag Team titles, and they want to bring some prestige back to the Raw Tag Division.
Oh, man, I missed these. I did not see these.
And then the Revival says, we're going to bring integrity back to the Raw Tag Division. And Dash Wilder looked utterly miserable.
Oh, did he really? I don't know, man. On their social media, they've been they've been hanging out with Bailey and Sasha. Have been giving him a lot of shine on social media. So he looked pretty sad.
This is what he looked like.
Do you think he asked for his release to go to AEW and they said no?
Maybe.
All Eat Wrestling.
Maybe.
Brought to you by Fresh Choice.
Stand there with his arms crossed, with a completely disinterested look on his face.
He just looked disinterested, really?
Yeah. He was not happy about it.
I kind of want to see it now.
And then next, Sasha and Bailey. They were saying they're going to be the first women's tag champs.
Go ahead, keep on going.
No, next we got to take care of some business.
Oh, okay. You got to pay them bills. Before we continue, here are a few words from our sponsor of today's show, Robinhood. Robinhood is an investing app that lets you buy and sell stocks, ETFs, options, and cryptos, all commission-free.
Robinhood strives to make a non-intimidating way for stock market newcomers like us to invest for the first time with confidence. Robinhood aims to make financial services work for everyone, not just the wealthy.
And Robinhood makes it easy to do. Robinhood is simple, intuitive, and features a clear design that allows me to digest information easily, because I do not do that well.
No.
Wow.
I mean, I don't either. For example, Robinhood offers easy-to-understand charts and market data, which proves to be extremely useful for investing novices like Steve and I. And Robinhood's personalized news feed helps you track your favorite companies and discover new stocks.
Also, no commission fees. Other brokerages charge up to $10 per trade, but with Robinhood, you pay no commission fees, which means you keep all your profit.
And right now, Robinhood is giving listeners of Going In Raw a free stock like Apple, Ford, or Sprint to help build your portfolio. Sign up at goinginraw.robinhood.com. That's goinginraw, one word, .robinhood.com.
And thank you to Robinhood for sponsoring today's show. And it really does help Going In Raw if you check out goinginraw.robinhood.com. Next up, we had Dean Ambrose versus Apollo Crews, who had just won the Fresh Choice Intercontinental Battle Royal.
Yeah. They really should have named it to that. I wish they'd bring Fresh Choice back. They had really good muffins there. Like the blueberry muffins were so good.
Really?
Yeah, they're those small little ones like that.
Man, I love blueberry muffins.
They're so good. And you can go and get as many of them as you wanted.
Really?
Yeah, it was only
unlimited?
Yeah.
Are you saying unlimited blueberry muffins?
So what you do, you go get your salad.
Yeah. Okay.
You get that out of the way.
Okay, yeah.
And then you go get some like chili or some chicken noodle soup or something. And then you go and you hit up the muffin area and you get one of each, and you go back and you get like 3 more blueberry muffins. And if you want, they had soft serve ice cream to finish it all off.
Hold on a second. Can I do that but not do the salad first?
Well, you got to get some salad in you.
Why? Is that mandatory to eat there?
No, you don't
have
have
to. Who are you to tell me that I have to do anything?
At our advanced age, Steve, it's to your benefit if you're going to indulge in a ton of muffins to at least get a little bit of green stuff in you first.
Would it be weird if I put my muffins in my chili? and my soft serve all in one. Can I just put it all in a blender?
No, because here's the thing. They had cornbread muffins you could put in your chili. And then if you want to put soft serves on top of your blueberry muffins, that actually sounds pretty good.
All right, we're going there for lunch today.
They don't exist anymore.
Well, GD, man. GD.
There used to be one over by where Rite Aid is, where the Wiener Schnitzel is, that shopping center. There used to be one over there, not far from here. I don't think it's there anymore.
Sounds kind of booty. Anyways, probably paid $20 for all that crap.
No, it was like $12.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why I went out of business, apparently.
Next, Dean Ambrose versus Apollo Crews. Crews dominated most of this match, hit his finisher, but too close to the ropes. Dean grabbed the bottom rope after the sit-down powerbomb. And then all it took was Apollo Crews just missing a frog splash, or Dean hit a dirty deed, and no one kicks out of dirty deeds.
Nobody kicks out of dirty
wins,
deeds.
But it was
an
impressive performance by Apollo
How huge
Crews.
would that have been if Apollo kicked out of one dirty deeds and then just ate another one and that was fine?
Yeah,
Can you imagine if he kicked out of one?
I know.
One little moment.
I know.
Alexa Bliss promo. Next week, she's coming at you with Moment of Bliss,
Yeah.
a TV show on USA Network.
Yeah.
No, it's a talk show segment. She said, during my 2 weeks of managing the women's division, I made history, and I'm going to make history again with my first guest, Ronda Rousey, the current Raw Women's Champion.
Yes.
So good for her.
And that led us to our main event. Nia Jax and Tamina taking on Natalya and Ronda Rousey. Who's Ronda going to take on at the Rumble? Because I thought it was going to be Charlotte at first.
Charlotte. Well, that's what Meltzer said.
Yeah, and that's what isn't that what Ronda kind of alluded to? She said, "I'm going to take care of Nia Jax at TLC, then we'll get to you next, Charlotte. Next would be the Rumble." But they've done nothing to set it up.
Huge match of the Rumble, Ronda versus Tamina.
There you go.
No, man. I mean, look, they're still. What are we? 3 weeks out?
Oh,
when is the
almost
Rumble?
a month. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the last weekend of the month, so the 27th.
So Triple H is going to take the SmackDown Women's Championship, #1 contendership, to committee. They'll fight over it.
The board of directors will hold a vote. They'll decide.
Hey, I like that they threw Carmella into that mix.
Me too.
That was cool.
That was cool.
Maybe Becky wins Rumble. Carmella gets Asuka, and Charlotte gets Ronda.
Yeah, it could be.
Something
I thought
like that.
some situation where they do like a #1 contender match. Somehow Carmella wins, has Asuka at the Rumble, and then still tries to get into the Royal Rumble because she has number 30 spot. Becky attacks her, takes the 30 spot, and wins.
Oh, she's got the 30 spot. That's
Carmella
right.
does, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that could be. There you go.
Could be. Anyways, this match was decent. Had some fun spots. In the end, Tamina taps out to an armbar from Ronda Rousey.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever Ronda does that top rope cross by the outside, it looks great. She jumps off the top rope on the people.
Oh, I love
outside
that.
of the ring.
That's
It's
great.
fantastic.
That's awesome, yeah.
It seemed like it'd be fun to do. On to SmackDown, Steve. Show opened with The New Day. Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston dressed in some pretty nice suits. And then Big E had a diaper on.
Big baby.
Yeah.
Looked like a big, giant New Year's baby.
Yeah.
He is 2019 incarnate.
Yes.
Baby. It's great. So, yeah, they all declare in stylistic fashion that they're all going to be in the Rumble, and then they're all going to go on to win it, and they're all going to go on to challenge for either the WWE Championship, or maybe they'll go to Raw and challenge for the Universal Championship.
If Brock Lesnar even shows up, they said.
They all start laughing, and then Kofi starts freaking out. He's like, ha, 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 he doesn't show up to his job. Ha, ha, I've been here 11 years, never got a title shot. Ha, ha, he doesn't even want to come to work.
Yeah.
And then they all have to calm down.
calm down,
That
yeah.
was hilarious.
That was great.
I love whenever they play up that Kofi's older than the others.
I know.
Because that dude, he's still fit. He still looks like a teenager.
I know.
Like, he still looks
I know
great.
he's been there for 12 years.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then Big E starts trying to figure out the odds for the New Day to win the Rumble.
Okay, all right, so did they watch Matt Chat? Is that what happened there? Because we were literally doing the math on that
I don't know.
last week.
I don't know.
On
But then
the odds of
they
winning
told
the
him to
Rumble.
stop doing Steiner math.
Yeah.
So that was cool. They
So-
referenced a segment from TNA.
Steiner brothers in the Hall of Fame confirmed. Is that what that means?
No.
I don't know, man. Everybody that said they talked to Scott Steiner at no. They said he's cool. No.
Well, they said if you just talk to him, he's cool. But if you put a camera in front of his face, then he turns it on.
He called Stephanie, ooh, like the worst word. You can't say that stuff.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, and conclusion, Xavier Woods says their doctors have advised them that they can't eat pancakes anymore. All the while, Big E's behind them pulling pancakes out of his diaper and eating them.
That was pretty great. I read some headlines somewhere. You like how I sourced that? I read some headlines.
I read something on Twitter.
That they're not going to be doing the throwing pancakes like they did that, because they're not going to be throwing pancakes in the crowd anymore.
Is there any particular reason?
Because people are eating them. They probably shouldn't be. Because it's some sort of hazard, like waiting to happen.
I mean, potentially. I guess as long as they don't pick them up off the floor and eat them.
Those pancakes go a long. I mean, it's like,
No, I know.
It's a mess. It's a mess. I don't know. It might have been one of those there's like a couple like websites, like a couple of dirt sheet websites right now who post like the worst like titles. They take everything out of context. What was one of them was saying like Matthews shutting down, or like WWE's going after Botchamania because of Botch Club, but because Matthews
an episode got like hit or something with the copyright.
No, their sole source for it was a tweet from him that showed a picture of the announcement and then a Simpsons picture of I forget who saying, well, I guess I'm out of business.
Yeah.
I mean, look, Botchamania, I think they've had plenty of issues with the copyright thing. I mean, Brian Zane just today tweeted out that his WrestleMania 19 review got blocked.
Yep.
So now they're not even doing the thing where they'll like take your monetization.
No.
They're just like, That's rough, man.
Yep. Next, Jeff Hardy versus Samoa Joe, winner of this match, gets to be in the Fatal 5-Way to close the show to earn a shot at Daniel Bryan's WWE Championship at the Rumble.
Yeah.
So towards the end, Jeff Hardy hits a swanton. Joe wisely rolls out of the ring. They start brawling on the outside. And this spot was weird. This really, when people are loose and fast with the rules, it really bothers me. So, Joe, they're brawling on the outside.
That's
Joe,
sort of a new thing for you, man.
No, it's always kind of my thing, but it's just been more noticeable of late. So Joe puts Jeff in the coquina clutch, and the ref's counting to 10.
Oh, yeah. I should have known this was going to give you fits. Whenever there's the potential for a count out, but the ref does something different, there's
no reason for him to break
really
the count.
Gets in your
There's no reason for him to break the count. So Joe puts Jeff in the clutch. He puts him into like 8, lets go, and runs back in the ring, try to get a count out win. So rather than the ref just to continue counting, he stops counting. And Joe's like, count, ref, count. And the ref's arguing with him about something and then starts over.
I'm telling you, maybe they're watching and they just want to mess with you.
No.
That's what it is.
It's illogical. But then they put out a WWE rule book. You look inside and it looks like someone's doodle pad. So I guess there's no integrity to any of the rules in WWE as there is.
What would Alvarez say about that?
It sucks. And so the ref restarts the count. And it makes no damn sense.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Yeah.
And so Jeff beats the 10 count at like 8. And then Joe just puts him right back in the coquina clutch, and Jeff passes out immediately, basically. Yeah. But it doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense.
I love it.
Why would the ref stop the count and then get in Joe's face?
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Because, man, each ref, they have their own sensibilities. They have their own interpretation of that rule book, which, as you said, is just, it's like a zine with doodles in it.
I mean, there's
interpretation to be held there, man.
There's some things in wrestling, rule-wise, that should be held sacred. The 10 count should be one of them. I don't see Red Shoes out there breaking his 20 count for no reason. He doesn't do that. He gives the wrestlers leeway as he sees fit, but once he starts that count continues.
Yeah.
And he doesn't break it just because.
Yeah.
Red Shoes doesn't do that stuff. That's why Red Shoes is the best.
Red Shoes is the best.
Next. Oh, so Samoa Joe advanced to the main event. Next, Vince and Shane are backstage, sitting in chairs, just kind of like chatting.
Yeah. He said, Vince said, he said, Samoa Joe in the 5-pack challenge. That's a game changer. That changes everything, Shane.
Can't do that too much.
Yeah. No,
anyways, AJ walks in and says, I'm not going to apologize for what I did last week, Vince.
Yeah. Yeah. He's all sour face. He's like, he said, you asked for me to come here? Maybe I should have been asking to see you. I'm not going to apologize for what I did, Vince. You're my pit bull.
And then he more or less says, well, you want to see who the real AJ Styles is out in the ring tonight, or you want to see who the real AJ is right now?
Whoa.
And then Shane stands up, defend the honor of his old man.
Didn't Shane? I think Shane just adjusted in his seat, didn't he?
No, he stood up.
Oh, he actually stood up.
He stood up.
Because at first when he said something like, AJ said something like, maybe I should be asking to see you or something like that. Just trying to intimidate him a little bit. Shane sort of adjusted in his seat and raised his chest a bit. And AJ looked at him like, oh, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
So then, I guess he stood up.
Yeah, he stood up and got in his face. Vince had to break him up.
Break him and stop it now. Stop it.
Yeah. All right, the next, Rusev and Lana came to the ring to do a U.S. title win celebration.
This best Rusev day ever.
Yeah. Said that his title reign to be long and luscious like his beard.
Rusev's funnier when he's a heel.
He is.
Like when he's trying to be funny. He's less funny, but he's still funny.
He's charming still.
He's still charming. He's still
charming.
good. He just sort of stumbles more over his words.
I know.
Like when he's trying to be cock of the walk guy, but like when he's just like angry Rusev, he's hilarious.
Funniest when he's matter of fact.
Yeah, totally, yeah.
When he's not trying to emote one way or the other. When he's just matter of fact, he's the funniest.
Either way, though, he's great, and I love that titles on him.
Yeah, it's great. So he ended his promos chanting Rusev Day USA. Out of nowhere, Nakamura hits a Kinshasa from behind, levels him.
There's a great still of this, too, online somewhere, where Rusev just and it's awesome. I forget where, I don't know.
And then Nakamura starts beating up Rusev in the corner. Lana jumps on Nakamura's back, trying to break it up. Nakamura kind of walks back. Rusev gets up, hits a Machka kick. But Shinsuke lands on Lana. When he sells it, Rusev, of course, distraught about potentially inadvertently hurting his wife, checks on her. Nakamura kicks him in the gut, hits another Kinshasa.
Yeah.
And then tosses the title on top of him.
Yeah, that was good. What are you doing, Rusev? You gotta check where you are, man.
Mm-hmm.
Check where your wife is.
Next, Naomi versus Mandy Rose, or so we thought. Mandy Rose walks down the ring. Of course, she's wearing her merch shirt. She takes it off to get ready for the match. And underneath, there's an Uso shirt.
Whoa!
That makes Naomi mad. However, the bell rings, and it's not Mandy Rose who's taking on Naomi. It is Sonya Deville.
That's right.
They fight for a bit, and then Mandy grabs a mic, says, "Oh, Naomi, I was getting ready in the back earlier and decided to take this picture and send it to your husband." And there's a picture of Mandy Rose just wearing a towel, shows up in the Titantron.
It's like the least revealing picture. Like if you go to Mandy Rose's Instagram, holy moly, that's like the tamest thing that you could find on there. I like this feud though. Makes me laugh because here's the thing. Did Naomi not look at the whiteboard to see exactly who she was fighting in Absolution?
Guess not.
Was she like, oh, okay, I figure they're just going to put me in there with Mandy Rose because Mandy Rose was literally trying to hook up with my husband last week and I threw a shoe at her.
Mm-hmm.
But wrong.
Yeah.
It was Sonya Deville. That's
Swerve.
actually her match. So
Swerve.
Lesson learned for Naomi, pay attention.
Yeah. Anyway, Sonya won with some sort of new finisher. And then we had 3 brief promos from participants in this fatal 5-way main event. First, Randall Orton.
Yeah.
He's talking about
he's crazy. He's going to win.
Yeah, and Rey Mysterio specifically. Rey talked about Randy Orton, I believe. And then Mustafa Ali said, I was known as the heart of the Cruiserweight division. I'm the underdog in this match, but I have hope and I have heart.
That's messed up. He should have said, I was known as the heart of 205 Live, which you can watch every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern on the USA Network.
Yeah.
They need to promote 205
Yeah,
Live.
they just need to give
All
just
he
a
said was,
plug.
I was the heart of the cruiserweights. Man, you need to plug 205
Yes,
Live.
yes.
Gets us a sinking ship
Agreed.
right now.
More New Year's resolutions. First, the Iconics saying they're going to be the first women's tag champs. The Club saying they're going to take it to all the nerds in 2019.
Yeah, that was good.
And then Shelton Benjamin,
This was awesome.
performance of the year already. It's first day of 2019. And he's like, pretty much resolutions are BS.
Yeah. We all know you're gonna fail. We all know that you're gonna break your resolution.
Like you do year after year after year.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put it into this whole charade. He turns around and tears down the backdrop.
And it's just
pops
the locker
a balloon.
room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, that was good. That was really good. I would be totally happy if 2019 it was just like angry old man Shelton Benjamin.
Mhm.
That would be great.
It's cold water Shelton.
Cold. There you go.
That's what it is.
That'd be
Throwing
perfect.
cold
man.
water and everything.
That'd be awesome.
Then we had a Samoa Joe promo that seemed more in line with the Orton, Mysterio, and Ali promos from earlier. I don't know why they didn't run that at the same time as those. But anyways, Then John Cena comes down the ring, says it's great to be back, but why am I here? Why?
John, you tell
And he
me.
says, I don't know. Usually this is a time where someone comes down the ring and tries to step up to me and says, I don't belong
in
here
30
anymore.
seconds, somebody's music is going to hit and tell me that I don't belong here anymore.
I'm an old Hollywood wannabe part-timer.
That person
who
would
got
get
dumped by Nikki Bella.
He'd get a talking to by Vince, man. Oh, we need him. He's ratings.
Yes.
He's coming back to Raw next week, too.
And who answers? The man, Becky Lynch.
Yeah, this is huge. I kind of wish they'd saved this for one that wasn't pre-taped.
Yeah, no.
But I wonder if this was perfect because it's probably going to drive ratings.
One would
idea
hope,
of
yes.
Becky Lynch and Cena in the ring together.
Yeah. And she says, well, you come out here asking for a man to respond to you? How about the man?
About the man.
And says something along the lines of...
Didn't she want to fight him or something?
Yeah, it says Nikki Bella won't be the only person to drop you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Implying that she's going to knock him
that was
out.
great.
Yeah.
That was an awesome line. I know.
Yeah.
I saw that everybody spoiled that line on the Twitter. But it was great. It was fantastic. It was really well done. I love Cena's. I forget. I totally was zoning out. Did you mention his Bumblebee promotion?
Oh, that was good. I didn't know.
He did a big Bumblebee. He said, what did he say?
He said, float like a butterfly and sting like a bumblebee. See what I did there?
Yeah, there you go. And he talked about his hair. He said, I'm the guy who still thinks this is a good idea.
It's not.
Which it looks... They have stylists back there, man. They have people.
Well, he has John Cena.
Just keep the hat on.
Yeah, I know.
Just keep it on.
I know.
It is not a good look.
He needs to get that trimmed a little bit.
And even if he wants to keep it long like that, there are other ways to do it.
I was telling you before we started, it's like when I grow my hair long, it tends to get really thick back here and a little puffy.
Yeah.
So I need to keep it trimmed on the back and the sides so it doesn't look like I have a helmet on my head made of hair.
Well, they did
which
a
is
thing
the situation he's in now.
They did and also it was so rigid. They did some gel right here or something, and then he's got a big bald spot back here.
The part is too professional.
Yeah.
And
it's a mess.
When he wrestles and his hair gets messed up a bit, it exposes the bald spot, as you mentioned, yes.
Yeah, it's an absolute mess.
Anyway, so Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vega come out to the ramp. Vega introduces herself and Andrade to Cena. Cena says, well, this is SmackDown. Step up or stand aside. Let's have a match. Two of you against me and Becky Lynch. And that happens next.
That was cool, man. That was good. Almas, Vega, getting that big spotlight right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's good stuff.
It is good stuff.
That is really good stuff.
Towards the end, Cena hits an AA. Oh, it was great because Becky Lynch started. And then her and Vega wrestled for a bit. Zelina tagged in Almas, and Becky didn't want to leave the ring.
Yeah,
she's like, come on,
Almas. Come on, let's go. Yeah, that was awesome.
Because kind of the general point of Becky coming out, it's like, I said that I wanted to I didn't want to just replace Charlotte and all the posters and promotional. I want to replace you.
Yeah, she wants to be the face of the WWE.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But towards the end, Cena hits an AA on Almas, his lightning fist, and which sends Almas out of the ring, and then Lynch throws Cena out of the ring.
That was awesome.
So Vega comes in,
tries to get the roll
up.
Yeah.
Becky reverses it into a disarm her, gets the win. Outside, Cena offers his hand to Becky Lynch to shake it. She responds with, "You can't see me."
Yeah.
Walks off.
Cena's bit was great. Cena's reactions to her was really, really cool. Yeah, it was. They obviously have chemistry. I hope they. I don't know. I don't know what else they can do with this. To be honest with you, Cena's probably going to be gone soon.
Yeah, I think he's only supposed to be around till 20th or something. He has another movie to go shoot in Canada.
Do we know if he's going to be? Oh, so he's probably not going to be there for the Rumble.
No,
huh?
he won't be there for the Rumble.
Ooh,
that's pretty much a guarantee.
No, that's fine. And once they're at the Rumble, you got that fast lane thing. Ugh.
Yeah. Next, we had Shane and Miz backstage, and Miz had a presentation at the ready to show Shane about ideas for matching ring gear for the both of them.
Yeah, this was a pretty good segment.
So the first one was just pretty much what Miz was wearing.
Yeah.
The robe with all the zippers and the huge zipper on the front. The only real difference was that Shane was wearing Jordans.
Yeah.
In the diagram.
Yeah.
And Shane says, no, it's too matrixy. I don't really know leather.
Mm-hmm.
And Miz takes off his robe, says, okay, fine, here's the next one. Something with passion, intensity, fire. And it's just the red, like the maroon gear that Miz wears.
Yeah.
With the really weird, clumsy looking glasses.
Yeah. And then the last one is like their ring gear, and it's just matching. But Shane has his Jordans on, and he's got Goldberg's body. And he pointed at in a really great deadpan. Is that Goldberg's body? He's like, no, you've got a better body than Goldberg. It clearly was Goldberg's body.
Clearly.
It was really good.
It's pretty funny. So The Miz goes on. It's like, okay, well, I'll design some new stuff, and Shane just walks out.
Yeah.
So
after that, we had Asuka and Triple H backstage. You can tell he loves Asuka like to death. Like she's his favorite. And he was saying, who do you think? Asuka. Oh, he sort of came up and did a regal. He said, Asuka, listen. You're great.
The Empress of Tomorrow.
The Empress of Tomorrow. You're great. You're my everything. Who do you want to fight? Who do you think deserves a fight? To Asuka, your title.
And she says, I'll fight anybody. Nobody's ready for Asuka. In walks Charlotte. Says, no, I think after Ronda Rousey stole my win at TLC. That belt should be mine. I should get the opportunity. And then Carmella says, I've beat you twice. And
like I said earlier, I was really happy they had Carmella get involved in here because it'd be really easy for them to say, oh, no, you're just that 7-second dance break person now. That's all you do. But she was
that's kind of what Charlotte said, too.
Yeah, that's what she said. But I figure that's what WWE Creative would have said. It's anybody brought that up.
And then Becky comes running in, barges through between Triple H and Asuka, I believe, and says, no, I'm the man. This should be my shot.
Yeah.
Triple H goes, we'll take it under advisement, get back to you.
I'm going to take it to committee.
And then they all stood
You're going to have a powwow.
Awkwardly for a second, and then Asuka kind of smiled at everybody and walked off.
Yeah, I didn't like this segment at all. I thought it was very stagey. I guess they could have done something similar in the ring, and it would have felt a bit more natural because they're in the ring. But this, I don't like when everybody has to position themselves like they're. That's my one of my biggest things for WWE are these stagey, silly backstage segments. You look at how cool they do things in NXT.
Yep.
They never do stuff like this.
No.
They always find a creative way.
Yep.
Whether it's outside Regal's office, inside Regal's office,
fake press conferences,
right? Stuff, whatever it is.
Yeah.
That it's just unnatural for okay, camera guy what would be the reason for a camera guy to just be standing there and then Triple H comes up? It just doesn't feel natural.
No reason. There'd be no reason.
Zero reason. You're
no
correct
reason.
about that.
Zero reason. No reason whatsoever.
Yeah.
No reason whatsoever. And then next was our main event, right? Yeah. Rey Mysterio versus Mustafa Ali versus Samoa Joe versus AJ Styles versus Randall Orton.
You see here, Pie Guy in chat makes a good point. Charlotte was talking to Triple H, but standing in front of him.
Yeah, doesn't make any sense.
Hey, Larson, how you doing over there?
Doing great.
What's
Thanks for asking.
On? It didn't make any sense.
No. Versus Randall Orton. This is really fun. And that spot where Joe sends AJ through the announce table looked rough.
Oh, man.
Yeah, there was monitors under there still.
Uranagi or a chokeslam, whatever it was, through the table. Man, that was rough.
That was rough.
But that took AJ out for the entirety of the match, with the exception of the very last moment.
Yeah, right after that, Mustafa Ali hits the plancha on Joe. After that happened, there's a moment where Joe and Orton were almost seemed like they were telekinetically talking to each other about working together.
How much would you love to see a Joe Randy Orton
great.
tag team?
I think that'd be fantastic.
Wouldn't that be great?
That would be great.
That's what I thought when I saw that.
And so Joe turns around. Ali hits him with a plancha or the top rope.
Yeah.
And then you see Orton pointing at him laughing at Joe. And then Rey Mysterio comes flying in and hits Orton with a senton. It was pretty great.
That was great. Man, that is a tag team. Because at some point they're going to run out of stuff for either of these guys to do.
Yeah.
I kind of feel we're getting there. Put them in a tag team together.
I think that'd be really good.
Oh, man.
That'd be really good.
Woo.
Back in the ring, a lot of great stuff with Rey and Mustafa. I can't wait for those two to have a full match.
Oh,
this could be exceptional.
45 minutes.
Heck yeah, man. Mustafa Ali hits a top rope Spanish fly on Rey, goes for the pin. Joe breaks it up. Mustafa hits his satellite DDT on Joe, goes for an 054. Joe gets out of the way, puts him in the coquina clutch, and they start walking over near the ropes. Rey hits a 619 to break it up, and the Rey just starts hitting 619s on everybody. Orton hits an RKO on Ali, and it's a heck of a sell by Mustafa Ali.
Mm-hmm.
And then Rey breaks up the pin by flying in with a top rope leg drop.
Yeah.
But in the end, though, AJ comes to after the announce table spot, hits a springboard 450 on Orton for the win.
I would love to see this type of match, like main event a pay-per-view or co-main event a pay-per-view for the title.
Yeah.
Because, oh my goodness. Because here's the funny thing about this is that it was a fairly short match.
I know. They only gave about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was a blast.
It was.
Before we move on to questions, I want to mention this really quick. Forgot to do the Patreon. So on the Patreon, from $1 and up, we've got a wealth of reward tiers.
Yes.
And one of the things is just $1. You get the show ad free. You can download the show as a podcast, as an RSS feed, into whatever podcast app you like, and you get all the bonus content that you're eligible for at the $1 mark or up. $1 you get one bonus episode a week, and then at the $5 mark you get all
the bonus episodes.
Yeah. But anyways, we got a bunch of new patrons in, so I figured I would go ahead and read their names. Let's see here. Going back to Friday, I think. Sunny Chan, Chupacabra 3 Rip, Elliot Smith, Jorge Santos, James Carnline, Mr. Blue 7, Benjamin Sargent, Dylan Swan, Michael Migand, Shoot or Die Wrestling, Rudy C., Edwin Martinez, Gavtor, Maureen Fogel, Nathan Wong, Jordan Agnew, Dwight Brown, Econs, Eric Clifford, and Robert Mustek.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody, for that. We appreciate it.
Let's get some super chats in here. N original name. Wrestle Kingdom is at 2 to 3 a.m. Thursday or Friday. Could have sworn it was on Friday since it.
Thursday night.
Yes.
Thursday night Pacific time. Super early Friday morning Eastern time. And
Friday, I think 5 p.m. in Japan.
Yeah.
But it starts West Coast 11 p.m. on in the East Coast is 2 a.m.
So tomorrow, super late at night.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Tanner Nowak, favorite Mean Gene moment, rest in peace. Yes, Mean Gene passed away, we learned this morning.
Yeah, we might do like a little short deal.
We'll see.
We
got a lot to do today still.
Yeah.
We got to do our Wrestle Kingdom predictions, the full ones today.
Ooh, my
so they go up first thing tomorrow morning.
Oh, my goodness.
And Matt chat today.
So yeah, that's sad. Mean Gene was like the dude that it's funny. He was the guy that one of the guys I most closely associated with pro wrestling from a very, very early age.
Heck yeah.
Because he was so his voice.
He was synonymous with pro wrestling in the 80s.
Yeah, he was pro wrestling.
Yeah.
So
loved his every time he tried to interview Macho Man. That was the best stuff. Every time.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely.
Always the best.
Yeah.
Kai Highwell, Happy New Year, friendo. Same to you, Kai. Cody had a good holiday. Thank you.
Cody Miles here in the Discord also saying R.I.P. Mean Gene. Let's see here. RJ Meltzer here in a Discord also, which you can get access to $1 on Patreon. They're trying to make refs realistic. Look at how crappy the NBA refs are. It's realistic as heck. So yeah, man, absolutely. I'm into it.
Difference is that NBA isn't a predetermined sport. Josh Little, did you get to the post office yet, Steve?
Yeah, crap. I have a bunch of packages out in the
car.
Get to it. We'll do it on tomorrow's show.
TDW Live, going to bed at 1:25 p.m. Hate overnights, friendos. Yeah, working the graveyard shift is not fun.
Yeah, we've both done that.
Yep, not fun. Power Packers, hey friendos, how do you feel about Ty calling out Nia? About the Nia's tweet.
I think I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of somebody's trying to make a point. Maybe Ty should listen.
Yes.
You know? People they just need to listen, not try to undermine something real that I think is a real point.
Yes.
And a real feeling that Nia Jax has.
Agreed.
There. I think Ty, he just needs to listen.
Seems like he has too much.
I think a lot of people these days just need to listen to other points of view. I think that's my point. People just need to listen to other people's points of view.
Yes, exactly. Jason Dwyer, was a possibility of Becky winning a men's championship this year. It should be 100%.
Yeah, man.
Give her at least the Intercontinental title. Josh Little, what is your favorite Mean Gene moment? I'm telling you. Watch his face during Macho Man's Cream of the Crop promo.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. So good.
Yeah, no, that's all really good stuff.
Did you ever go to Mean Gene's Burgers? He had a burger joint for a while.
Yeah, wasn't that like just off the 5?
Yeah, 99.
Like
He was in Visalia, the south of Visalia, the gas station.
No, I didn't.
It was good. It was
real. Oh yeah, you went there. You actually stopped off.
I bought a T-shirt.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mean Gene's Burger. I don't think it's there anymore. There used to be one in the, I think in the Sioux Falls Airport in South Dakota, but it's not there anymore.
Alex Foster, besides Girl Scout cookies, what other things would you buy from Samoa Joe door to door? Liam Wagner has a good response here. Religion. I would invite Joe in for a cup of coffee and let's talk about some things, man. Let's talk about theology.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what else is there in the world or other places.
Yeah.
Truth exposed.
What is the real meaning of life?
You know what I would do, man? I'd bring Samoa Joe in. I'd say, here, have some coffee, have some scones, and let's load up some, UFO videos, real or fake, some ghost videos, real or fake, alien videos, real or fake. I like to get Samoa Joe's thoughts on that.
Oh, okay.
Do
you think he'd be more open-minded than me?
Oh, for sure. Anything is more open-minded than you.
I'm completely open-minded, man.
No, man. At least 30% of those aliens in that video we watched were real.
They're all fake.
I'm telling you, you can't. Let me ask you this.
Fake.
You're not willing to accept that at least one of them might be real.
No, I saw the video and they all look bogus to me. That's
man.
my big.
One shaking that admiral's hand.
Oh, that's the fakest of them all. I've been clear from the beginning that I think the possibility of alien life existing in this universe is extremely high, and the chances they visit Earth also extremely high. However, I have not seen evidence as presented to me in episode of Truth Exposed.
What did you just say? You said you're what? You've been what? Clear? Ooh, Scientologist confirmed, Larson.
Oh my gosh.
Are you going to ask me to take a personality test?
No, but it seemed like something we should do at some point.
KJ, who is likelier, this is on the Patreon, to make it back to the main event scene, Jinder Mahal or Shinsuke Nakamura?
Nakamura.
It's Shinsuke Nakamura. Oh, yeah. That could be any time.
Yeah. Astros J5, did you see that Bugs Bunny put over Becky Lynch?
It was on Twitter.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't see that. Also, was on the one that is worried about Becky. There was some sexual tension there with Cena.
I didn't really get that.
Didn't notice that I didn't notice that either.
Astro J wants to write some fan fiction. Some erotic fan fiction.
Bugs Bunny put over Becky Lynch on Twitter?
It was like Bugs saying something like, never bet against Becky Lynch. Well, I think it was like, I don't know, the Looney Tunes account or something like that. I think it was like an official account.
Oh, that's interesting.
And it was like a GIF of Bugs Bunny like with a wad of cash or something like that. I don't know what it was.
Interesting.
Somebody at their social media, Warner's social media department's a Becky Lynch fan, apparently.
Seems like it.
Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Stephen Trato. Can I get a shout out for my wife, Kaylee, who bought me floor tickets to the Go Home episode of SmackDown before Rumble for my birthday? You are awesome. A lucky man, Stephen Trato.
Awesome.
That is awesome. Kaylee, you're the best. Wolfpack for Life asks, what spots or moves do you feel are overused? He says he's tired of suicide dives and in multi-person matches, seeing a Tower of Doom spot every time. I love the Tower of Doom, man. I think it's great.
I like myself a good suicide dive. It's when they want to. It's the rest hold, but not a headlock, because they don't really seem to do that in WWE that much anymore. It's the armbar thing, where they have one arm under the arm and the other one on the shoulder like that.
Yeah,
and it's the rest hold / get the crowd behind the face hold, and everybody does it now.
Yeah,
and just be a little more inventive with whatever rest hold you're using.
So when Wolfpack for Life mentions suicide dives, there is one thing that kind of bugs me, is when Seth does 2 back-to-back, which he does in every match. It was like cool a long time ago, and it was like, oh my gosh, he's going for another one.
Yeah.
Now it's so mechanical.
Yeah.
It's so mechanical when he does that. I'm with you. To be honest with you, rest holds, like, these guys are such good athletes. Nobody should, even for storytelling purposes, there should never be. I'm tired of rest holds.
Or at least be more creative in your implementation of them. Something that's just obviously a rest hold.
There are ways of accomplishing the same thing without doing
that. Actually advances the story. Yes, I know.
Yeah.
It's a very WWE way of approaching things.
Matthew Williams, Esquire, seeing things as they are right now, where should the Cruiserweight title be integrated on the main roster, Raw or SmackDown Live? Let's say if they get rid of 205 Live and they put that title somewhere, where should they put it?
I'd say Raw, because SmackDown's already too packed.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. David Prock, of the new faces coming to WWE, and I think he's speaking specifically about the ones that got the video package.
Yes.
Who is most likely to win a title first? You got Heavy Machinery.
I would like to say EC3, but I feel like it's probably going to be Lars Sullivan.
I don't know. The thing about Lars Sullivan, he might be stuck between immediately and maybe perpetually. He might be stuck between mid-card and top title.
It's entirely possible.
Like, I'm not sure that they consider him, like, low enough to do a mid-card title, but maybe they would. Here's the thing about Apollo Crews. I would be so excited if he got the Intercontinental Championship. If for no other reason than he's the exact guy who the Intercontinental Championship is meant for.
Yeah, I know.
He's the guy that it's meant for.
Maybe once the Universal title's on TV on a weekly basis, that'll be the case again.
A guy like EC3, even a guy like Lars Sullivan, guys that, like, you could see a path to a top title for. That's who the IC not former world champions.
No. But again, I think
they should be precluded from winning the IC title.
I think the situation is with the Universal title not being on TV week in and week out. IC title is more or less the top weekly title on Raw, so that's why it's getting passed around amongst guys who have won the world championship before.
Yeah,
and hopefully once Seth wins the Universal title on TV every week, that'll change. Robbie 1896, hey Frenos, I want to go back to the predictions episode. You said you would predict the WWE 2K20 cover wrestler, but never did. We did.
Yeah, just keep on watching.
Yeah, it's there.
We said it's some combination of Becky or Ronda. It's either going to be both, one or the other.
Yes.
Richard Nason says, can we please stop showing that promo for the new faces that are coming? We see it every time.
I mean, it's worth it just for the EC3 part.
Yeah. Penultimate Tommy Wiseau wants us to predict coming in October. Will there be a title change on the very first episode of SmackDown on Fox? Will the Fox Sports robot win?
Will Cletus win
championship gold?
WWE title? Yes. I'll say yes. Champ Cletus.
Undisputed Bebe has a question about All Eat Wrestling. Will it be the next big thing like ECW, WCW was? WCW wasn't really the next big thing. I'd been around for a while. But go under, and WWE will buy. Here, he's predicting the future here. That's why I love this question. WWE will buy everything, or with the backing of Mr. Khan, does it make it more likely they will succeed? Well, yeah, that second part, true. Like, a lot of people are saying, oh, it's going to be around for a year and then fizzle out.
No,
Number one, these days, billionaires, they're so ego-driven that they're not going to want to, like, he's not going to. This isn't the kind of thing that's going to be around for a year and then, oh, yeah.
No.
Like, billionaires are billionaires for a reason.
Yeah, if they're willing to invest a ton of money into this operation, then it gives it a pretty good chance of succeeding.
What do you think the runtime on that show is going to be? An hour or two?
It should be an hour to start.
Yeah. I get the feeling. If they're saying they're putting as much money behind this as Meltzer says, I don't know, man. They might try to go big first, you know?
That's entirely possible, yeah.
You know? So anyways, we got anything else?
Let me double check.
We've got
no.
We're not gonna do trivia here because we're already like way over.
Yeah,
but
we will do chat trivia.
Chat trivia is coming up on the bonus episode today. Oh, that's right. I never did new bonus titles. Yeah, I did the intro thing for today, but not the bonus. No, yeah,
that's the start.
Anyways, so yeah, that's it for the show. Where's some music? Hilton, are you even here? Where's Hilton?
I don't know, man.
Have we seen Hilton since the new year? Do we know he made it out alive?
I have not seen Hilton in the new year, no.
Probably not. Anyways, that's it for the show. Thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in. We appreciate it. Until next time, we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Be a part of Going In Raw today at patreon.com/Steven Larson. Starting at $1 a month, you can enjoy Going In Raw ad-free, gain access to the daily 30-minute Going In Raw post-show, exclusive merchandise, and so much more. Support Going In Raw today. Click the link in the description.